Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Veda and this is The Simple Budget. Here on my channel I show you how my family is using the zero-based budgeting method in order to maintain a simplified financial life. If that sounds like content that you're interested in, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and join our little crew here. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. Well, hello everyone and happy bonus content Wednesday. I apologize that this video is going up a little bit later than I usually like to post my videos, but in addition to, making this video, I still have shop items that have to go out and, kids and a husband and stuff. So my days are usually pretty full and I just didn't get to this as early as I wanted to. Anyways, today's video is going to be a quick little what's coming to my shop. I have sort of set a goal for myself to add at least one new item to my Etsy shop every month. Some things are going to be very sort of customer focused. I want to make sure that I have things obviously in my shop that you guys find useful or beneficial in some capacity, just in your budgeting systems. And then every now and then I'm going to include items, and there are going to be some items like this today that just kind of hit the nail on my artistic side. So they're things that are more reflective of my style and my personal aesthetic. But things that I hope that some of you will enjoy. So I have a little bit of both in today's video. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in because I don't want to take up too much of your time. But I really am excited to show you guys these things. Just for an FYI, these items are likely not going to hit the shop until next Monday. Creating the items and editing them and making sure that they function properly and look nice when they're printed and all of those sorts of things takes a good chunk of time. And then actually listing them on Etsy takes an even bigger chunk of time. And if you have an Etsy shop, you understand this completely. Etsy is equal parts user-friendly and completely non-user-friendly. So yeah, the part of getting listings up is so time consuming. So it's going to take me a little bit of time, probably, like I said, until next Monday to get these things listed for you guys. But I just wanted to give you a heads up and let you know what was going to be coming to the shop. So here we go. Let's just jump right in. First up, I'm just going to do savings challenges. I don't actually have that many savings challenges listed in my shop. They're not something that I have focused a lot of my time and attention on creating. But now that I have a little bit more time, and I also think that I've gotten like the big important things like the budget planner and my cash envelopes to where I like them to be. I feel like now I can spend a little bit more time in developing savings challenges. And one of the more important things I think that all of us have is either home ownership or just prepping for like renting a home. And so that was the crux behind creating the savings challenge. And so this is just a new home savings challenge. It is a bundle of 5 savings challenges. So we have the down payment savings challenge, the moving costs savings challenge. And this was actually at the recommendation of Mr. Simple because we have moved a spadrillion times. And when I was thinking about what to include in this savings challenge, moving was a big one. I mean, it's nice if you have family and friends to do it, but there reaches a point too where you reach a certain age where it's like, if you're in your 30s or your 40s, hire a moving company. If you're in your 20s and you're moving just a few things, it's one thing to include your friends and family in on that. But if you're in your 30s and your 40s, you've accumulated some stuff, and hiring a moving company is probably more appropriate than asking your friends and family to join in on that endeavor. And so that's why I included that one. And then of course, new furniture, if you are wanting to update your home when you get into it. I am a furniture fan. I love furniture shopping, so I definitely included this one as more of an homage to my own personal taste, but it definitely helps when you are saving for the big house picture to have some furniture savings. And then of course, new appliances. Something that really surprised me in moving to Texas was that even rental properties do not have refrigerators and washers and dryers in them. I was floored by this because every home we have ever rented on the East Coast has always come fully furnished with appliances, not fully furnished furniture-wise, but fully furnished with appliances. We have never ever needed to purchase appliances. They've come with the rental. But when we moved to Texas, that was every rental property we looked at did not include a refrigerator or a washer and dryer, and I was completely floored by that. So surprising to me, but definitely relevant for any kind of new home, whether you're building one or you're renting one. You know, sometimes you might just have the need in there for some new appliances. And then last up, because I am, if not a home decor lover, I decided to include a little home decor savings challenge in this because, you know, when you're moving, sometimes you want to update the way that you do your decorating. And so that's why I included that. As with all of my products, this is available in vellum and cardstock. And then the laminating choice can be this matte finish or a glossy finish. And as I do with my savings challenges, I also have this available in 2 different font choices. So you can do this script font, or let me move this off to the side. I have it available in a block font as well, because not everybody wants a little script font for their, I don't even have that. I need to move this over. You can't see that very well. So I have the script font available here, and then I have the block font available. And these 2 font options are available in all of my savings challenges. I think my denomination savings challenge, I haven't updated the listing for that yet. And then actually my current savings challenges that are listed have a different script font, but I switched it up because I liked this one more. This font is also actually available in my cash envelopes. This is one of the script font options available. I just love it so much. And yeah, so I decided to update all of my savings challenges with this as well. So I haven't done those updates yet either. But yeah, so you have 2 different font options available, and then vellum, cardstock, matte, or glossy, and you can choose any of the combinations above that you like. But this is the first savings challenge that I am updating. And then another one that I wanted to add in to my shop is an emergency challenge, an emergency savings bundle. I am definitely a person where I've mentioned on my channel before where I like to have little emergency fund, or I would like to have a little, I'm sorry, I'm losing my English. I would like to have little emergency funds for different categories. Obviously, I want a general emergency fund for 3 to 6 months of expenses, but I also want to work up toward having between $500 and $1,000 in each of these. So medical, car, and home emergency, just so that the general emergency fund can function exclusively in the event that my husband loses his job and our income is no longer coming in. That's something that I want to have a separate and apart, that emergency fund separate and apart from any other emergencies that crop up, home, car, or medical. And so these were the 3 major ones that I figured would be beneficial for everybody to maybe build up for. And then obviously the general emergency fund as well. So just like with the other emergency fund, the other savings challenges, you have this font available, this block font, and then you also have the script font here. And then just like with the other ones, you can do this cardstock option, or you can do vellum. And then of course you can do the glossy laminating sheets or the matte laminating sheets. I like to try to offer as many options to you guys as possible to make them feel custom to your own liking. So I always have those options available in my shop, as well as with dashboards and things like that too. All of my, with the exception of my cash envelopes, actually, my cash envelopes only come in vellum, but everything else you can get cardstock or vellum, and then everything you can get glossy or matte laminated. And so that's going to do it for that one. And then I decided to work on some things that were more seasonal to have in my shop. Sorry, we were briefly interrupted. So I wanted to introduce some things that were more seasonal related into my shop. I don't really have, I have a holiday savings challenge bundle in my shop, but as far as seasonal items go, I don't really have anything. And so I wanted to introduce a couple of bundles of seasonal things. So first up, I'm just going to go into the savings challenges since we're already talking about savings challenges. So I decided to do these, I guess, bucket list, seasonal bucket list savings challenges. And so I did one for spring, which has some florals and a little bird and then a birdhouse. I did one for summer that's got a little citrus slice and an ice cream cone and a seashell. And then I did an autumn one that's got some pumpkins, a leaf, and some acorns. I am a sucker for acorns. And then I also did this winter one, which is like a hot mug of cocoa, a Christmas tree, and a snowflake. And so I wanted to have these because if you guys are like me, there are certain things that I like to do during each season, and you really want to make sure, even if it's just in your family fun category, like we have in our budget, you want to make sure that you have enough money to kind of hit the high points of all the things that you want to do in each season. And so that's why I decided to include these as a savings challenge bundle in my shop, because it just makes it fun when you're saving up for a specific thing or a couple different activities that you're doing during each of the seasons. So just like with the other savings challenges, I have this available in the block font, and then I have it in the script font, and you can get it vellum or cardstock, matte or glossy laminating. And that is actually it for the savings challenges that I am adding to the shop this time around. But stay tuned. I'm going to be incorporating a lot of new savings challenges in insert form, just like this, in the future, as well, as the months go on. So I'm going to probably actually update my 1K and 2K and 5K and 10K savings challenges to also be inserts and not just envelopes. And I'll probably be doing that next month. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But this is what I'm adding now, as far as savings challenges are concerned. Next, I wanted to include some dashboards because, it's fun to update either your cash binders or your planner. I have a budget planner that you can either download and print yourself, or I can print it for you. I also have a digital version. And so I thought if you like to print it out, like have a budget planner printed out like I do, maybe you want to include some seasonal dashboards or just some pretty things, I lost all of my English there. Maybe you want to have just some fun seasonal items included in either your cash binders or your budget planner binders. So in keeping with the theme of seasons, because that's really what motivated this, I created some different seasonal dashboards. So I have these that have different quotes for spring, summer, fall, and winter. And then I just included a little graphic in it that felt to me very seasonally appropriate. So I guess, you know what, I'll just go ahead and read all the different, the quotes that I picked for these two, because I just thought that they were so pretty. Oh, I got a little crummy on there. What in the world? There we go. So this is the seasonal quote bundle that will be available in my shop. The spring quote reads, "The beautiful spring came, and when nature resumes her loveliness, the human soul is apt to revive also." And that is a quote by Harriet Ann Jacobs. And then for the summer quote, It says, summer was our best season. It was sleeping on the back screened porch in cots or trying to sleep in the treehouse. Summer was everything good to eat. It was 1,000 colors in a parched landscape. And that is a quote by Harper Lee. And then for the autumn one, it reads, autumn carries more gold in its pockets than all other seasons. And that is a quote by Jim Bishop. And then the winter one reads, winter is the time for comfort, for good food and warmth, for the touch of a friendly hand, and for a talk beside the fire. It is the time for home. And that is by Edith Sitwell. And so just like with my other dashboards, this is going to be available in a a cash binder size, so like an A6 size, and then also in a 5 size as well if you wanted to include this in an A5 binder. And then just like with my other products, you can get this in vellum or cardstock, and then you can have them matte or glossy laminated, but they will be coming exclusively in a bundle. I am not going to be separating these out and offering them as individuals, but they will be coming in a bundle. And so that is it for this particular series. What did I just say? The seasonal quote series. And then next up was where I got a little bit more on something that I personally would enjoy, not necessarily like something that is going to be for everybody, but I know that some of you really enjoy my aesthetic. And so maybe this is something that you would get a kick out of too. This is what I'm calling my summer sprig series. So it's all like a little branch or a little sprig from a tree that felt very seasonal to me. So this was the spring one. These were cherry blossoms. I love cherry blossoms. If you're ever in the DC area in the spring, you have to see the cherry blossoms that are blooming there. It's absolutely beautiful. Definitely like a gorgeous sight to see. And then next up was this little peach sprig. Peaches are summer to me. And so that's why I decided to choose this one for the summer dashboard. And then for autumn, I couldn't stay away from the acorns. I just loved those, and I thought that it was really pretty. Very simple. All of these designs are sort of designed to be just very minimalistic, very simple, and just make a statement in a very subtle way. It's not screaming fall at you. It's not screaming summer at you. It's just like a simple little graphic that feels seasonally appropriate, but isn't like covering your dashboard. And then last up, this little winter like pine berry sprig. I loved this one. I'm a big fan of pine trees, evergreen trees, and holly berries, and I just thought this was so pretty. So I decided to do that for this particular series. Again, this is going to be available in vellum, in cardstock, matte or glossy, and you can get it this A6 size or the A5 size bundle as well. And then last up, I did a fruit and vegetables series. Now these will be available. You can get them all together as a bundle, or you can get just the vegetable series or just the fruit series. And so first up is the fruit series. So I did strawberries for spring. I did tomato for summer. I did apple for fall. And then I did pomegranate for winter. And again, it's just in keeping with the sprig series. They're very minimal, but something that felt very seasonally appropriate to me in a subtle sort of way. And again, all the same options as before: vellum, cardstock, matte, glossy, A6 or A5. And then with the veggie series, there we go. I have an artichoke for spring. I have corn for summer. I have a pumpkin for fall. And then I have cabbage for winter. So again, just in keeping with that theme of minimalism and subtle seasonal elements, not really like super glaring in your face seasonal things. And like I said, this is much more my aesthetic. I understand it's not going to be for everybody, but it's something that I really enjoyed when I was putting it together. And then last up, I actually don't have any of these printed yet, because I spent a good chunk of the day working on them and I just didn't get a chance to print and laminate them. But I'm also going to be doing a birth month. I'm sorry, Mr. Simple was just walking in and out of the house. I'm going to be doing a birth month dashboard series. So I have chosen a series of different flowers. There are a couple different flowers actually for each month of the year that qualify as a birth month. I personally picked the ones that I think are prettiest, and I'm turning those into a dashboard series as well. So basically, it's going to be the same as these. You can get them laminated in any way you choose. You can get them printed on either cardstock or vellum. And then of course they're going to come in A6 or A5. Like I said, I don't have them to display for you here in front of me right now, but they will be added to the shop at the same time that all of these other items go up as well. So I know that that's something that's like a very niche sort of thing, and it's not going to be something that everybody is into. But I just thought that it was like a fun little thing. I'm really into like florals and sort of minimalist designs, and I thought that the birth month series would be a fun one to add. And then of course I'm thinking about turning it into a savings challenge series. So like instead of just having like the month on the envelope, it would have like the birth month and then amounts that you need to save for each month, depending on, what amount you're saving total, will be on each envelope as well. So let me know if that's something you would be interested in. If it's not, it doesn't hurt my feelings. Again, not everything that you create is going to ring a bell with everybody. But I do like to just kind of sit down every now and then and put what's in my brain out for everybody as an option, because maybe you do have the same aesthetic or, ideas in your brain floating around that I do. So anyways, that is actually going to be it for me for today's video. I didn't want this to be super duper long, but I did just want to, showcase a little bit of what you can expect to see on Monday. But yeah, that's going to be it. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, I would love it so much if you would give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. Let me know if any of this is something that you're looking forward to, or if you have any ideas that you would like to see me put in my Etsy shop. I'm absolutely willing to listen to what you guys want as well. More savings challenges or different designs for envelopes, things like that. Just let me know. I'm curious to see what you guys are interested in. So anyways, that's going to be it for me. I will be back here with you guys again on Friday with our weekly check-in. So I hope you have a good week until then, and I will see you later. Bye, everyone.